Good evening, Well Vines. Welcome to Wellness Wednesday, your weekly health and wellness show on AM radio. My name is Roxanne. Every Wednesday, we bring you simple, practical tips to help you live a healthier and happier life. And we are going to do same today. So, from nutrition and fitness to mental health and disease prevention. I'm glad you joined us. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Welcome to Accra Metropolitan University, a modern university driven by innovation and flexible learning. At Accra Met, we offer a friendly learning environment with study options designed around your life, online, in person, and weekend classes. Choose from an array of programs in business, law, education, sustainable governance, and more. From bachelor's and master's degrees to our PhD in leadership and sustainable governance. Take the next step in your future today. Apply now at akramet.edu.gh or call or WhatsApp 054 716 9761. Accra Metropolitan University, empowering minds, shaping futures.
Welcome back. This is the health awareness segment. Grab your seats and pay attention. Whenever someone has a headache, a fever, or general body pains, one of the first things, or the first thing many people think of, is malaria. Even when you visit a health facility with these symptoms, malaria is often the first condition healthcare providers consider because it's so common. But have you stopped to think about typhoid? Typhoid can cause symptoms that are similar to malaria. That is why it's often overlooked or mistaken for something else. Yet, if it's not diagnosed and treated early, it can be very serious. So today, let's shine the light on typhoid. What is it? How does it spread? The signs to look out for, and most importantly, how to protect yourself and your family. So, first of all, what is typhoid? Typhoid, also called typhoid fever, is an infection caused by a type of bacteria called Salmonella typhi. People usually get it by eating food or drinking water that has been contaminated with the bacteria. So, what are the common symptoms? A person with typhoid may have a high fever that lasts for several days, headache, general body pains, weakness, stomach pain, loss of appetite. There's also constipation or diarrhea, and sometimes a rash. Now, here's how you can protect yourself and your family. Drink clean, safe water. Enye nsuo biara keke na obenum. Na say sachet water no mutwa frame mu da. Wine company. Wine mineral water. Wine. Na ye num mesrel. Ansa na obenum nsuo bi no. Ya hwe ye. And make sure it's clean and treated properly. Also, eat food that has been properly cooked and served hot. Served hot. Minimum bebree a mo te sɛ mea. Aduane ne yɛhye a yɛnde ne hyehyehye da. You want it cold. Pacho, typhoid etete hɔ hwɛ nti yɛahwɛ yie. Now, wash your hands with soap before eating. Emphasis on before eating. I don't get people who would use their hands to eat and would rather, they prefer washing their hands with soap after eating. They feel like using soap to wash your hand before eating will contaminate the food. Why ne cast actually? Now, while one son, it's contaminated already. And so, one son any soap, no, why na dangerous? Mr. Mo, what's a sa? Why? Me patcho sesa na ho hia me. Wo yare sisi a koda hospital, I won't share me show nti mesrɛ wo. Before eating, if you know you're going to eat with your hands, wash your hands with soap and running water before eating. And wash your hands with soap after using the toilet. And then so please, I don't want you to get typhoid. Wash your fruits, your vegetables thoroughly before eating them. See, good sanitation and proper hygiene go a long way in preventing typhoid. You don't want to be infected with the typhoid. You don't want. Omo yare no. Bisa omo yare ya o. Yare ya am ready ya twenne mo. Nti na de bia ya educate mo to mesre mo. Monye ne ese ene ne fata. And remember, if you are diagnosed with typhoid, take all your prescribed medication exactly as directed. Send a doctor ne se fano. Take it like that. Even if you start feeling better in the middle of taking it, still take it. Shenanum nensa. Because stopping treatment too early can allow the bacteria to survive, or the infection may return. Nti yesremo edrono muntu asie. Your health is your responsibility, even though I have taken it upon myself. Even though my team, they've taken it upon themselves. It is your responsibility. So stay informed, practice good hygiene, and don't ignore symptoms that persist. Thank you for joining us. Stay tuned for more.
We dey learn, we dey groove, we dey make the city move from the class to the block. We dey keep it true. Every talk, every jam, every heartbeat tune. We dey light up the youth from noon to noon.
Accra Radio, we elevate the mind. Buy a mind, shaping future every time.
Accra Radio, we on your line. Buy a mind, shaping future every time. Go AM, we dey run the town. Accra Radio, turn it up now.
Buy a mind.
Shaping future, baby.
And we are back. This is the Innovation Hub, and today we are talking about William Kamkwamba, an inventor, engineer, author, and entrepreneur, best known for building a windmill from scrap materials as a teenager to bring electricity to his family's village. Growing up in rural Malawi, William had to leave school at the age of 14 because his family could no longer afford tuition. And during a severe famine in 2001, he began teaching himself about science and engineering by reading books from a local library. Inspired by what he learned, he built a windmill using old bicycle parts, scrap metal, and other discarded materials. His story later gained international attention and led to several major achievements. He co-authored a memoir which was adapted into the 2019 film called The Boy Who Harnessed the Wind. You can check it out. He also gave a widely viewed TED Talk sharing his journey on innovation and perseverance. Have a look.
Thank you. 2 years ago, I stood on the TED stage in Arusha, Tanzania. I spoke very briefly about one of my proudest creations. It was a simple machine that changed my life. Before that time, I had never been away from my home in Malawi. I had never used the computer. I had never seen an internet. On stage that day, I was so nervous. My English lost. I wanted to vomit. I had never been surrounded by so many Azungu, white people. There was a story I couldn't tell you then. But well, I'm feeling good right now. I'd like to share that story today. We are 7 children in my family, all sisters excepting me. This is me with my dad when I was a little boy. Before I discovered the wonders of science, I was just a simple farmer in a country of poor farmers. Like everyone else, we grew maize. One year, our fortune turned very bad. In 2001, we experienced an awful famine. Within 5 months, all Malawians began to starve to death. My family ate 1 meal per day at night, only 3 swallows of sima for each one of us. The food passes through our bodies. We drop down to nothing. In Malawi, secondary school, you have to pay school fees. Because of the hunger, I was forced to drop out of school. I looked at my father and looked those dry fields. It was the future I couldn't accept. I felt very happy to be at the first year of secondary school. So, I was determined to do anything possible to receive education. So I went to a library. I read books, science books, especially physics. I couldn't read English that well. I used diagrams and pictures to learn the words around them. Another book put that knowledge in my hands. It said, windmill could pump water and generate electricity. Pump water meant irrigation, a defense against hunger, which we were experiencing by that time. So I decided I'll build one windmill for myself. But I didn't have materials to use. So I went to a scrapyard where I found my materials. Many people, including my mother, said I was crazy. I found a tractor fan, shock absorber, PVC pipes. Using a bicycle frame and old bicycle dynamo, I built my machine. It was one light at first, and then...
And that was William Kamkwamba. He's a clear example of how curiosity, self-education, and creativity can overcome limited resources. His work has inspired people, many people around the world, particularly those interested in renewable energy, engineering, and education. And do you know what that means? It means you can be great like him if you put a little effort in whatever you do. Wellness Wednesday is sponsored by Accra Metropolitan University. At Accra Met, we bridge the gap between theory and practice, helping students develop the skills and understanding needed to succeed in today's world. We are located at Spintex Bachona District. For more information, please call us on 0547 169 761 or visit our website at www.accramet.edu.gh. Accra Metropolitan University, empowering minds, shaping future.
Welcome to Accra Metropolitan University, a modern university driven by innovation and flexible learning. At Accra Met, we offer a friendly learning environment with study options designed around your life, online, in person, and weekend classes. Choose from an array of programs in business, law, education, sustainable governance, and more. From bachelor's and master's degrees to our PhD in leadership and sustainable governance. Take the next step in your future today. Apply now at accramet.edu.gh or call or WhatsApp 054-716-9761. Accra Metropolitan University, empowering minds, shaping futures.
Once again, welcome. This is a new segment. It's called Our Guest Icons. This is where we celebrate remarkable people whose ideas have changed the world. And today's icon is Thomas Edison. Now, let me ask you a question. Imagine it's night time. You want to read a book, cook dinner, or pick something from your basement. But there's no electric light. And the only options are candles, oil lamps, or gas lamps. Sounds inconvenient, right? Well, that's how life was for millions of people before practical electric lighting became widely available. Many people say Thomas Edison invented the light bulb. Well, he didn't invent the very first light bulb. Other inventors had already created early versions. But what Edison did was make a practical, long-lasting electric light bulb that people could actually use in their homes and workplaces or businesses. He also helped develop the electrical system needed to power those lights. And that changed everything. Suddenly, homes became brighter and safer. Businesses could stay open after sunset, and then factories became more productive. Streets became easier to navigate at night. So life didn't have to stop when the sun went down. But Edison didn't stop there, okay? He did more. He held more than 1,000 patents and worked on inventions such as the phonograph, which could record and playback sound, and improvements to motion picture technology. He did all that. But do you know what I admire the most about him? His determination. This man is very determined, okay? One of his most famous quotes is, "I have not failed. I just found 10,000 ways that won't work." Think about it. Whether or not the exact number is literal, it captures the attitude he became known for. Okay, keep learning, keep testing, and don't give up when something doesn't work the first time. Be like Thomas Edison. All right. Today's lesson is that great ideas don't always appear overnight. And sometimes success comes from improving what already exists. He came to meet the light bulb, but he made them better. That's why Thomas Edison remains one of history's greatest innovators. This has been the August Icons. We'll be back in a jiffy.
We dey learn, we dey groove, we dey make the city move from the class to the block. We dey keep it true. Every talk, every jam, every heartbeat tune. We dey light up the youth from noon to noon.
Accra Radio, we elevate the mind. By your mind, shaping future every time.
Accra Radio, we on your line. Buy a mind, shaping future every time. Go AM, we dey run the town. Accra Radio, turn it up now.
By your mind.
Dearest Worldvines, welcome back. It's time to enrich our vocabulary. This is the word flex segment, and our word flex word for the week is iconoclast. Iconoclast. It's a noun, and it means a person who challenges established ideas, traditions, or conventions and introduces new ways of thinking. Here's how to use it in a sentence. Example 1. The designer became an iconoclast by rejecting traditional fashion rules. I'll take it again. The designer became an iconoclast by rejecting traditional fashion rules. Example 2. Many great innovators were once seen as iconoclasts because they questioned accepted practices. Synonyms of the word include reformer, nonconformist, innovator, and trailblazer. So, a perfect example of an iconoclast is Thomas Edison. You can be an iconoclast too. It's not a bad thing to be an iconoclast. Well, this is where we wrap it up for today's edition of Wellness Wednesday. My name is Roxanne. And before I go, shout outs to all my producers. Thanks to Abdul, Hakim, Tipsina, Kwame Apex, Mixtick, Greener, and Nathaniel Kui. AM Radio says thank you to all Well Vines for staying tuned and for supporting us. And I say thank you to my supporters too, Accra Met, all teaching and unteaching facts, all teaching and unteaching staff. Thank you. Yeah. Shout out to Carol. Carol fixed my nails. Yeah, last week. They were so nice, but then unfortunately I had to take them off for some medical reasons. And I'm so grateful that she used her time and energy to make something beautiful for me. Yeah, and this is my cue to say goodbye. See you next time.